So we are beginning our math review. This is going to look very much like your real test. This is a practice test that we're going to be solving just to make sure that we are getting ready for the exam that's coming up on the 20th of September, I believe, for the physics class. So we're going to convert 9.32912 times 10 to the 4 seconds into standard form. And the way we're going to do that is we remember that since this is a positive exponent, we want to note that we're going to move to the right. So what that means is it's to the 4th power. So we'll do 1 bump, 2 bumps, 3 bumps, 4 bumps. We'll put our decimal right there. And so the answer is going to be 9,329. Sorry, let me try that again. 93,291.2 seconds. Excellent. So that's the first one. Now, let's move on here. So we have 9.35 times 10 to the negative 3 seconds, and we want to convert that into standard form. So let's remember here, our exponent is, in fact, a negative exponent. So that means we're going to move to the left instead. And what that means for us here is starting at the 9, we're going to go 1 bump, 2 bumps, 3 bumps, and the decimal goes right there, and then we'll actually fill in these zeros like this. And so our final answer is going to look like 0.00935 seconds. Continuing, here 1.35 times 10 to the 7th. We want to go 7 to the right, so 1 bump, 2 bumps, 3 bumps, 4 bumps, 5 bumps, 6 bumps, 7 bumps. We'll add the zeros, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Writing this down, we're going to get 1, 3, 5, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Let's put in our commas. 1 comma here, 1 comma here, so we're ending up getting 13,500,000 seconds. All right, and here we want to convert into scientific notation, so we'll go in reverse. Here we'll start at the right, and we'll move to the left, so we'll go 1 bump, 2 bumps, 3 bumps, 4 bumps, 5 bumps, 6 bumps, 7 bumps, 8 bumps. So 8.24 times 10 to the 8th seconds. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bumps. Next, we'll convert this into scientific notation, going to the right because we're going the reverse way. That's going to be 1 bump, 2 bump, 3 bump, 4 bump. Right there we stop. So 6.37182 times 10 to the negative 4th, because that counts the number of bumps. Again, when it's negative 4, the number is less than 1. When it's a negative exponent, the number is less than 1. When it's a positive exponent, the number is greater than 1. Next, we'll convert this into scientific notation. We'll stop right before the first digit, so 1 bumps, 2 bump, 3 bump right there. So that's going to be 6.347 times 10 cubed. All right. Now we're going to move into, and let's not forget our units, so I'll put a little s here for seconds and a little s here for seconds. Next, we're going to move into Pythagoras' theorem. So let's just remember that a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So we're solving for c squared here. So I'll call this a, I'll call this b, and I'll call this c. Similarly here, this will be c, b, and a. So you know what? We'll just adjust this accordingly. We'll make this side b, and we'll make this side a. This will be side A and side B. Now, I know for some of you this doesn't really matter, but I just like to be consistent as I work through these problems. So we're going to say 24 squared plus 7 squared equals c squared. And so I actually need to carefully do my math here, so I'll put this in my calculator. That's going to give me 576 plus 49 when I square 7 gives me c squared. So that's going to give me 625 equals c squared. And now I can take the square root of both sides, and that's going to give me c equals, I believe, 25. That is correct. Next. You know what? I don't like the way I wrote that. There. Now for this one, we're going to solve for the missing length. Again, we have a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Notice I don't do anything fancy. I take what's written down and I plug in the numbers. So here, I'm going to say 15 squared plus b squared equals 17 squared. So 15 squared, I now square it in my calculator and I get 225 plus b squared, which is unknown. And now I'm going to take 17 and square it. And that's going to give me 289. Next, I'm going to subtract 225 from both sides. So when I line that up, that's going to give me b squared equals 64. Now I expect you to remember from your times table that the square root of 64 is going to be 8. And so that's the answer to this for these first two trig questions. And it's actually the answer to the very first page of our practice test.